All right, so in any environment, whether they're work from home or not, a manager has three roles. One is the role of the advocate. They're in the role of the advocate, they're in service to their employees and those with less influence or power in the organization. So this would be things like making sure your employees are getting their growth opportunities, having those one-on-ones with employees, really connecting with them personally to find out what's blocking them from getting their job done, and then helping them resolve that problem. In the role of enforcer, a manager is in service to the organization. So in the enforcer role, we're doing things like guiding people towards the behavior that's expected in the organization, looking out for standards, technical standards in the case of technology, and those sorts of things. But we're also enforcing things like human resources policy and the implicit, unspoken expectations of how people are supposed to be in the organization. So that's the manager role of being an enforcer. And then the third role that a manager has is the employee themselves. They're also an employee of the company. And so in that role, they're in service to themselves and looking out for their own growth and development and for their promotion path and those sorts of things. So a lot of conflict of interest comes up in these three roles. I'm going to do a shameless plug for a moment. I'm writing a book on this very concept. So there's more to come here, but that's the idea around these three roles that a manager carries. So the other thing that's important to note here is not once did I mention delivery. And many times managers have a performance evaluation program that says you're responsible for your team's delivery, but you're not the actual one doing delivery, which I think actually harms the whole system in the long run, right? The people doing the work should get measured on the work they're doing, and the work that managers are doing is the connective tissue inside an organization.